Welcome back to Instables, everyone. So I'm going to go up to you guys in the S&P 500 again. This is the SPY. We did have a slight pullback, dropping into lower lows from yesterday. However, as you guys can see, bouncing back on the day with the doji candle coming out again after that major pressure that we had to the downside after CPI. Again, our prior CPI was at 8.5. We came out at 8.3 yesterday, below our prior CPI, however, above our expectation at 8.1. So we had that major sell-off here. And again, with the doji candle coming out indecisive, where exactly may we be headed next? Are we going to have a gap up from our gap down that we had from yesterday? Or are we going to possibly continue on lower here as we are testing our support level here, looking to see if we can hold it with this doji candle and possibly continue on higher here? I'm going to go over exactly what we're looking for here. Now, before we jump into this, if you guys can do me a huge favor, smash that like button, hit subscribe if you want to see more chart updates on potential breakouts that I mention every single day throughout the week. And if you guys are day traders or you are looking for very volatile breakouts that we mention every single day throughout the week, if you guys did see BIAF out the gate, as you guys can see with BIAF mentioning very early in pre-market at about 4:20 Pacific time AM. Again, we mentioned pre-market is about 2.5 hours before market open every single day. Mentioned BIAF had a nice continuation, broke above pre-market high midday, and then we did also have that continuation on that break. So again, about a 10 to 15% break in pre-market and then continued on higher out the gate on the day as we did break into new highs. And again, another breakout that we had just out the gate that we also did mention, SPRC. If you guys did not see SPRC, as you guys can see here in pre-market, mentioned SPRC very early at about 4:40 a.m. Pacific time, and sure enough did continue on higher. As you guys can see, we did have pre-market highs at about 123. Mentioned that out the gate with BIAF and both running, breaking new highs above pre-market high, and again a nice break here on confirmation as we did continue on higher. So again, if you guys want to see these major breakouts that we mention every single day throughout the week, go to instables.com in the description below, and you will never miss a breakout alert today again. So jumping into the daily chart with you guys here on the SPY again, following our gap down that we had from yesterday's CPI. Our question is, after this indecisive doji candle, what exactly are we looking for next? Again, we do have Fed rate hikes coming in next Wednesday. That will be the bigger move. So again, looking at our candle structure here, again, opening from the top here, closing to the bottom here. As you guys can see, closing here on the lower end of this major sell-off. And as you guys can see now, we do have a doji candle that is sitting above our lows that we had from our gap down. So our question is, are we going to continue on with higher lows, or are we going to get a possible continuation on lower here with a possible momentum candle to the downside? Again, that is the question going into tomorrow. In my opinion, our levels are going to be very key here. Again, not exactly the best trading range to want to be playing into, unless, of course, we get a major momentum candle to the downside possibly from here. But as far as our bounce back, again, we do have room to the upside from this gap down that we had. But again, as we are testing our 20 moving average, as our 20 is crossing below our 50, we do not want to get rejected on our 20 moving average. In my opinion, if we were to cross above our 20 with strength here, then in my opinion, we would want to see our EMA lines crossing here. As you guys can see on our MACD, again, we do have our EMA lines that are crossing lower here, getting that rejection. We were looking to see if they can cross, but again, as we had an unexpected CPI, not exactly as low as we did want, we did not cross here as we would have expected. And as you guys can see now, getting that rejection here, looking to see if we can possibly curl back up here, look for that decrease in sell pressure. Again, looking for that decrease in sell pressure is very key here if we are looking for an overreaction to the upside. Again, with that increase in sell pressure that we have been getting after a larger amount of sell pressure that we've been getting, we are looking to see if we can again get white shaded lines after even getting a continuation on an increase in sell pressure. Even if we continue on lower tomorrow, looking for that decrease in sell pressure, if we are looking for that move to the upside, is exactly what we'll be looking for. And then we will get that confirmation when we do get our EMA lines crossing here and crossing above the median over MACD. And looking at our RSI here, again, this is our relative strength. As you guys can see now, we are pointing to the side here, looking to see if we are going to possibly continue on higher here, break above our previous high that we had when we did bounce above the median of our RSI here. So our question from our relative strength is to see if we can break above the median of our RSI, or if we are going to point down here and possibly jump back into oversold territory and possibly look for that reversal from here on strength. Again, either or will happen. We will let the play come to us. So going back to our candle structure, based on the pressure that we have, again, getting that increase in sell pressure, and as you guys can see, our RSI pretty much consolidating, looking to see if we do get above the median of RSI or possibly jump back in oversold territory. Again, that indecisiveness very much within our doji candle here. Our question will be, can we open and continue on above our 397.50 level? Again, that is a key level here on our Fibonacci lines that we mentioned previously. We would be looking to see if we can hold above it and then continue on past our 400 psychological resistance here. As you guys can see, again, we do have our 397.50 level. That is our 0.382 fib, about 397.34 to be exact, and then our 0.5 fib here at 400, looking to see if we can continue on past that. And then in my opinion, very much looking to see if we can continue on past 403 here. Again, that is the upper end of that major gap down that we had here. That would be more room to run to the upside, in my opinion. Since we did have a gap down, we can assume that we could have a possible gap back up to our 406 level if, again, we do get above 402. But again, as we are leading into next Wednesday's Fed rate hike, again, very much predicated on how high of a Fed hike that we do get. If we do get a possible Powell coming out acting very panicky, we are not exactly sure what could happen. So again, that very much will predicate exactly where we do head from here. Again, just keeping this simple, in my opinion, as far as to the upside. If we're looking for a larger reaction, again, since we do have a lot of decrease in sell pressure, we almost are quite there. We just need to continue on with sell pressure if we are going to, and then again, get that decrease in sell pressure for that possible turnaround. And we will get confirmation when we do, again, cross our EMA lines crossing above the median RMACD. We will get confirmation on that as we did previously. As you guys can see, we did get that confirmation. We had one of the largest rallies of the year here. We did mention this. We did mention that we were getting a decrease in sell pressure before we got any of this buy pressure. We had a continuation on decreases in sell pressure here. We had our EMA lines jumping into higher lows here, getting those divergence. Again, getting this confirmation here that we did have, and we did have one of the largest rallies of the year. So looking for very similar movement here, just staying patient as far as playing to the upside. And of course, with Fed rate hikes going into next Wednesday, that very much will predicate exactly where we do go from next week. So again, staying patient, letting the play come to us here. Now, again, with that said, if you are looking for very volatile breakouts that we mention every single day throughout the week, if you guys did see HKD, for example, today, or their sympathy AMTD, we mentioned them in the Instables room. Go to instables.com in the description below, and only for $15 a month, you guys will never miss a breakout like today again. And all of you Instables that come over every single day and support the channel, I appreciate every one of you guys. Today was just a great day. I appreciate every one of you guys for coming over and supporting the channel, though, every single day. Much love to every one of you guys. We will continue to go at it in the Instables room as always. And again, if you guys do like this video, it does help the channel grow, and I do appreciate it very much. And again, God bless you all, and I'll see you guys in pre-market.